How do you feel about New Beginnings?
New Beginnings?
Is that the feminine hygiene spray?
Is it that? Okay.
No.
Isn't that a Star Wars episode?
It's from Kingpin.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I mean you and me.
I'm not as familiar with Kingpin.
Oh, how
I
sad.
do like Kingpin. I remember many things from Kingpin.
it's
I don't
not-
remember.
yeah.
I don't remember that one. So, but yes, of course, there are many classic lines from. I said handsome, not handless.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorites.
that's a great one.
Yes, that's Roger Clemens in there, I think, right?
Yeah, Roger Clemens is in that. Yeah. I almost was going to start quoting other things. We'll stop doing that right
Okay.
now before my brain even gets going. So
Okay, good.
We've got. What is the beginning reference? What were you alluding to?
Because we're going to be recording some podcasts here.
Yeah.
And
Some new shows.
It's the beginning of of this particular recording session. You don't see them all at once,
No.
but we record several of them at once. Sometimes that's broken up by other things that pop up along the way. But
It's kind of the beginning of the summer season.
It is the beginning of the summer
At least
season.
here in Arizona.
We're gonna be peppering our upcoming podcasts with summer season type things.
Or things we think fit.
Fit
May not necessarily be a seasonal beer. Like the one
Right.
we have today can be found year round.
year round. Yes.
And it is from a brewery that kind of, would you say we've been a little Katy Perry on, a little hot and cold?
Hot and cold.
A little bit.
Overall, I like Bell's. Yeah.
Okay. Their
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kalamazoo's
I'm
stout
sorry.
is fantastic.
I shouldn't
That's
have.
all right.
I shouldn't have revealed. It's
No.
the reveal there.
The reveal is
It's done. It's over.
the curtain is up, so that's what we've got. We've got something from Bell's Brewery for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage we are about today is a beer. It's a beer from Bell's Brewery. Whew, that was almost a tongue twister.
Ooh, it is a little bit.
This is one of their year-round offerings. It's called their Oarsman Ale. It is a Berliner Weiss, which typically, and in fact maybe always, are sessionable. This one comes in at 4%. It's I bought this at Total Wine. It was $8.99 for the 6-pack.
Okay.
Although if I would have bought it using my coupon that I had gotten recently, it would have been $6.99.
Oh.
But I bought it before I got the coupon. So,
They're out of Comstock, right? Michigan?
Comstock, Michigan.
Okay.
And once again, sessionable. It's funny. This isn't one of them, but there are a lot of sessionable IPAs out right now.
That seems to
That
be
is
the new thing.
Yes.
Like I said, we were just talking the other day about the Founders All Day IPA that has just come into the area. The Daytime, obviously, from
Easy Jack.
Lagunitas, which is great. The Easy Jack
From
from
Firestone
Firestone, which is
Walker.
actually very good.
Yeah.
Cat out of the bag. We don't know if we'll get to that for a podcast
Right.
at some point, but that one's great if you're looking for another one.
The go-to from Stone. I mean, it's just, everywhere. It's like,
I thought we were
IPA.
talking about good beers. You mentioned the good look what I've done there. I've given away
my.
another
And we
review.
love Stone. So
We do
please
love
don't
Stone.
hate us, Stone Brewery.
We'll be having something from Stone next week, so
Okay.
So that all ties together. I have to admit one other quick thing before I open this up. When I was doing a little bit of research on this beer today, I finally realized the Bell's logo, that it's 3 bells. It's a picture of 3 bells.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I looked at it, I thought it was possibly 3 ladies' hats.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like old style, like 40s hats.
And I've never really looked at their logo before. So.
And it wasn't until I had
Okay.
it up on the screen, I was at their website, which we'll have obviously a link to it, AboutBeverages.com in the link lounge. And it was all of a sudden I was like, oh, it's 3 bells. Okay, all right.
As long as it said bells on there, I was usually comfortable with that, but I never actually looked for the bells. So cool.
Yeah, you can even tell
All
a
right.
little bit more in the bottle cap too, which has the logo.
Yeah,
But yeah,
nice.
also I always thought it's 3 hats, because then like the drawstring for like an old hat to keep it on a windy day.
But no, it's not.
No,
They're,
not.
they're bells.
Not even close.
So-
but yeah, Berliner Weiss, definitely always sessionable. Always at under 5% from everything I was reading.
And we're going to go with a little full disclosure. We have both tried this.
Yes, we did.
Many times it's been that only one of us has had it and the other wants to share and see how the other one feels about it. But this one we have both tried. We tried it last week. So
We did, and
but we needed to investigate further.
Right.
We wanted to investigate further.
yeah, it was nice. Usually we kind of have to film 2 episodes when we've done that before, like for the St. Lupulin from Odell's.
Which I saw is out again. I saw that the other day.
Yeah, we liked it better the second time.
Yeah, I think
the first
so.
time we were a little bit let down because I don't know what we were expecting, but
I don't know. Could have been Arthur syndrome
could
again,
have been,
but who
possibly.
knows? So,
It had been built up, so
yes.
So yes, we are investigating once again the pale, cloudy straw of the Berliner Weiss,
and lots of tight carbonation there.
and the
That's
only
mine,
problem, and also what may have, you know what I was about to say would have given something away. I'm gonna stop. We could talk about it
Stop.
after we've tasted some things.
Okay.
Would have been too much info at this moment.
Nice little head staying there.
Yeah.
That's the classic way a Berliner Weiss should look to me.
Yeah.
That's the color. That's the head. That's
Kind of like egg
everything.
white foam.
Oh.
Like if you beat egg whites or something like
Very
that when you
nice.
first start
Making a
getting
little
going.
meringue. Little lemon.
Yeah.
Little malt even, but mild. There's something. Or is it the yeast? Maybe I'm getting the yeast.
I think I'm getting a little
That's
yeast
not malt.
at the end of that.
What am
But
I
yeah,
saying? I'm crazy right now.
we just started.
Crazy.
We just started.
Yeah.
It'll get better as it
That's
goes.
right. It will.
Yeah, definitely the little bit of lemon comes through, and then that kind of heavy bready yeastiness. It's almost like sourdough,
Right.
That kind of thing.
Right, and it's typically this is a sour style,
Yeah,
really, because of
I think
the
of it that way,
the tartness that's
you're
supposed
gonna
to
get
be in there.
hopefully some tartness, some acidity, something like that. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Unfortunately, that's what I remembered.
Yeah, I'm getting a little more lemon tart. It's kind of really. I'm getting a fairly strong tartness at the back, which
Yeah.
I think is a little bit more than what I got the other day. The other day, so what we were going to reveal earlier is we were a little disappointed with it.
Yeah,
It was just kind of it was the first one we started with. We had not
Right.
been, our palates had not been tainted.
yeah,
in
or
any way.
barraged, or
Yeah.
we had no palate fatigue at that time.
Yeah, exactly. And we were, I think, so
The
what
first
I was,
one I'd had in 129 days. Very excited.
You were very excited,
and it could have been over.
maybe you were over.
Yeah,
excited
I know.
for it. The thing for me that happened the other day was
Virginity.
when you're talking about you should see if they have that.
.com.
Yeah. Is when I think of the Berliner Weiss or that kind of style, now I do think of the Daisy.
Right.
Which was really good and has more of that tartness. And they're doing something a little different from it. That's more towards style as opposed to being this maybe more classic.
Yeah.
Like I said, because they're using some, I think there's some acidulated malt or something in there that they use to kind of get some of that tartness. But anyway, so that one just has a even more refreshing, even more a little lemony, but you're still getting the yeast and everything else in there. So,
Right.
That might have been where style and creativity diverged, and I appreciated the creativity as opposed to being true to style.
Well, and obviously the last couple of years we've been really not all about, but very much about the sour beers, and so
Right.
that is kind of a faster way to make a sour type beer. Obviously, it's not a sour in the style of a Flanders Red or an Odd Bruin or
Right.
any of those things like that, but it does have that tart tang which calls to mind the sour type beers, and I don't think we mentioned the Daisy is from Dragoon Brewing here in Tucson,
from Dragoon in Tucson.
and they did that last year for the first time, and I'm fairly certain they've already released it.
Yeah, I believe
if they haven't, it's probably out.
It's back very soon, or it is back right now. I'm not sure.
And it was really good. So that's kind of the standard for me. So not having had a lot of Berliner Weiss styles or Berliner Weiss, that's the one I'm comparing it to, though.
Yeah.
Is that Dragoon? Because I love the flavor of that. So this might not necessarily be, like I said, this could be indicative of the actual style, and maybe
Classic,
is more
right.
so. But to me, I was just like, oh, it's just a little.
Right.
There's nothing wrong. It's not like
No,
it's faulty. It's not like it's, ooh, there's something wrong in there. It just, to me, it doesn't have that grab your tongue.
It seems like it's
pucker.
just missing one little layer of something.
Yeah.
It's not like too far off because like I said, I'm getting a little bit more out of it today than we had the other day. Like I said, that lemony is coming through a little bit stronger for me. But yeah, it just seems like there's just one little notch that's being lost that would make me want to go to the repurchase as opposed to if I had one of these at a party or a get together, be like, oh, okay, that was all right. I'm moving on.
Yeah.
It
doesn't have the depth or the it doesn't have
it's too
depth
cold.
of
It's lemon and yeast.
Yeah, and then it's gone.
And it seems like there should be another layer.
But extremely, I mean, that you could drink that extremely easily. It is low alcohol, so that's good. But overall, just at least to my experience with Berliner Weiss, that's not one that I'm going back to.
But what
personally.
But what we hope you do go back to is our website at AboutBeverages.com, because that's the place where you can find the tasting notes for this beer, as well as where it hits on our recommendation scale. And while you're there, definitely check out everything that we have to offer. We've been talking about several other beers and other things that we've had, and those can either be found in previous shows or podcasts, or maybe even in the drink database, where we do some little tasting notes and things like that for things we're having throughout the week, or just follow us on Untapped or on Twitter. You'll find a lot of different things throughout the week that we're just tasting, and we'll put it out there. And we're definitely love it if you'd follow us, give us some comments, let us know, what we could be doing differently or what things we should be trying. More importantly, especially if it's seasonal, because we really want to make sure that we stay on top of those.
That's actually one thing I should probably start doing is tweeting about what I'm having and then putting it in the drink database right away.
Yeah,
It'll be there.
Synergy.
Yes.
But whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.